Good morning, guys. It is Tuesday. We had no school yesterday, so I had the day off, and then we also have parent-teacher conferences all day on Friday, which is amazing because I don't have the kids in here. I don't have to teach, so I have a 3-day week with my kids. But the bad news is we're working on fractions this week and text features, so 2 bigger topics, and we only have 3 days to teach. So it's gonna be a bit interesting. I got my anchor charts for the week up. We are starting persuasive and opinion writing, text features, and then fractions. So I wanted to show what we're gonna work on for fractions. I just had a parent-teacher conference. She came really early, so I got that done. I have like 5 minutes till I have to pick up the kids, so I figured I would just run through what we're gonna do and show you. I was not gonna stop for coffee today because I knew I had parent-teacher conferences and I just needed to get things done around my room because we're doing a room transformation this week and there's a lot to do with parent-teacher conferences and all the things I'm teaching. But I'm dragging so hard. On my off day yesterday, we did a hike and I brought Puppy with me, and that dog can just go for days. So he dragged me through the whole hike and exhausted me, and now he's pooped. He slept the second we got home and he still does not want to move. This morning when I left for work, he did not want to get up to go potty, nothing. He's pooped. I'm like, yeah, same. So it's kind of a rough Tuesday. I had to get the coffee. Today for fractions, we are working with Hershey bars and the Hershey's Milk Chocolate Fractions book. It's really awesome for teaching fractions. It has them break apart their fractions and look at the numbers. So I'm gonna have them work in partners with chocolate bars, and I have a worksheet that'll go with it.
I picked 10. I did it. Me and Percy didn't do it. 11, 12. 11, 12. This looks so yummy. I want to eat it.
I need 3 friends to get some chocolate. How are you gonna do that? Nice, ladies. Wait, you guys have 4 friends. I want 3 friends.
3
How are you gonna make?
These are.
Oh, but you have to use the whole chocolate bar, right? How could you make them all have an even amount of pieces? 3 friends, what could you do? Think about it.
This is my little sister.
I
did it. No B. No B. Easy.
I need 4 friends.
No, that's 3. Easy, Miss B.
It's easy, good. Alright, it is lunchtime. Today was a little bit rough. We had a random emergency drill, and it really scared my kids this time because it was a little different than normal, and so they got really scared because they thought it was real. And I mean, it kind of panicked me a little bit too because of the way they called the drill. So yeah, that was fun. It happened right in the middle of one of our assessments, so coming back into the room had my kids a bit panicked, wanting to know if it was real and such. And then we had a dilemma because we have an emergency backpack where we keep all of our stuff. I have like my green sheet and my red sheet to signal if all my kids are here, and we bring it everywhere we go. So I have one of my kids in charge of being the backpack monitor, and I randomly draw names for jobs, and this week happened to be one of my kids who's not very responsible, and they left our backpack at our last specials last Friday. And sorry, I'm heating up my lunch. They left our bag in PE, so we didn't have our emergency backpack, and I was panicked. They remembered, all the kids were like, oh my gosh, grab the backpack, and then they looked and they're like, the backpack's not here, what do we do? I was like, what do you mean the backpack's not here? But he's forgotten it like 3 times, so he got fired from his job today because he didn't do his job multiple times, and I give them a warning, and then if they still don't do it, then they get fired. So he's the first kid who's actually been fired with me so far. Yeah, it's now lunchtime, obviously. That drill took a bit longer, so we're a bit behind today, but we did our fraction assignment, and we did our Hershey bars and read the book that goes with it. I got a few clips of that while they were working to put in here, but it went really well. We're just doing basic fractions, so if we look at my anchor chart, this is from Amy Grossbeck. I just project it and trace, but we're talking about numerators, denominators, unit fractions, the fact that a fraction is a part of a whole, and then sets. So just kind of a basic understanding. So the parts of the book that talked about like equivalent fractions, I kind of skipped over unless it was 1/2 because the kids know what half of something is. But when it started getting into like 3/4, I skipped that because they are not gonna comprehend that so far. But yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy my lunch and I will catch up with you at the end of the day. So one of my friends found this really awesome resource on TPT that is for persuasive writing, and you design a donut, and this is the example. They create their own donut. They are trying to, where is it at? There's a sheet somewhere. Okay, so the local donut shop in your town is sponsoring a featured flavor contest. They're trying to compete to win the flavor of the month. So we're working on that right now. Today we designed our donuts, so of course I had to design with them. So I'm doing a movie night donut, which is hot chocolate flavored icing, dark chocolate, drizzle, popcorn flakes, and marshmallows. And it'll be a vanilla donut or a glazed vanilla donut, one of the two. Let's see, some of the kids left theirs out, so let's look at what they've got. This one looks like a pineapple donut. What else do we have? Ooh, a Christmas donut it looks like. Not entirely sure what that one is, but they've only started brainstorming. They still have to name it. I wonder if I have any other kids who left theirs out. No. Look at this kid's desk. It's always such a mess. Oh. Ooh, the fraction donut. She's inspired. So, oh, my finger charts are falling down. That's what went down today. So I am currently on my prep. We're supposed to have our PLC, which is our team meeting, on Tuesdays. So that's what I prepared for, and we got an email saying that our PLC is canceled. Prep for parent-teacher conferences instead. I'm already pretty set for parent-teacher conferences. The only thing I could do right now is kind of finalize plans for next week. So I'm just kind of hanging out right now because kind of don't feel like planning. It's one of those days. So I'll probably do a little bit, but for the most part our day is done. Once my kids come back from specials, I dismiss, and I'm going home right away today after school. So pretty good day.